everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. Today, my guest is Jessica Lowery, the owner of The Power of Elderberries, located out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I believe you will find her story as to how she started her business informative and relatable. I also believe if you're in search of more natural ways to stay healthy, then you'll appreciate learning about the power of elderberries and elderberry syrup. Jessica, I'm so glad to have you on the show today. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
I love your story. So tell the story as to how you started your business.
Yeah. So back in 2013, I actually got the flu while I was pregnant with my son, Beckham, and I was looking for a natural alternative to your traditional Tamiflu to help ease symptoms. And I had come across how elderberry has many benefits of combating flu symptoms. And because I was pregnant at that time and wanting a natural alternative, I turned to using elderberry syrup. And sure enough, I felt such great relief with my flu symptoms immediately. And I became a believer of taking this natural alternative that's been used for thousands of years to help me feel better. And I wanted better control over the quality of the ingredients as well as the taste. And what I was looking for, I couldn't find in stores. I also wanted something that I could give to my children year round for immune support that they would actually like the taste of and not put up a fight with.
Yeah.
So years later, in the height of the flu season in January of 2018, I decided to gather up the ingredients and create my own formulation of my own elderberry syrup that I knew I had better control of what was actually going into it, as well as tailoring it to the taste that my kids would enjoy as well. And I can remember putting a Facebook post out of myself making it in my home kitchen and just sharing my own personal testimony from years before on it helping combat my flu symptoms, because we were in the flu epidemic at the time. And I knew that people wanted natural alternatives, but also wanted a way they could keep their immune system supported during that time. And sure enough, I had a couple friends reach out that were interested in actually purchasing my elderberry syrup from me. And it kind of threw me off guard a little bit because that was not my intent of putting that post out there. I was just merely trying to educate. And I decided to start making it for friends and family that were requesting it. And it was really an answered prayer because during that time, we were struggling financially, and I was asking God just to provide a way to bring more income into our family. And so when I started getting feedback of people actually wanting to purchase it, I knew that I couldn't stop and that was what I was being called to do at that moment in my life. And so we started making it out of our home kitchen to give to friends and family, and the business exploded organically very, very quickly. My husband and I were working, full-time jobs. We had 3 children, 5 and under at the time. And we just, continued to fulfill orders. And within a couple of weeks, we were getting a business license and an LLC and trying to figure out what in the world do we get our hands into. And then months later, my husband jumped fully into just supporting this business adventure and actually resigning from his financial planning career to help support me. And that's how we got into it and how the business kind of started off very quickly.
Truly a leap of faith that you and your husband took in starting this business. Since you've started it, talk about how you worked really hard to make sure you had the best ingredients. For instance, you use only organic ingredients. Talk about that and talk about truly what the power of the elderberry is.
Yeah, so a lot of commercial elderberry products on the market today have a lot of added sugar in them. So whether it's refined sugar, tapioca syrup, corn syrup, natural flavors, elderberry concentrate, there's just a ton of added sugar. So what I use to sweeten my elderberry syrup is local raw honey. And of course, it's the purest sweetener that is known to mankind that you can use. It's all from, natural ingredients and is a natural ingredient itself. And the local raw honey is the best sweetener that we use. So paired with organic black elderberries, organic ginger root, organic cinnamon sticks, and organic whole cloves. So we use all of those different ingredients to formulate this elderberry syrup, where a lot of commercial brands might just have a bunch of added sugar paired with elderberry. They oftentimes have things like fillers, thickeners, dyes, concentrates, natural flavors, and added preservatives. So our products are free of all that, which make them very unique. And you're also not getting just the benefits of elderberry, but also all the benefits of those other ingredients that go into it. Elderberries are known for cold and flu relief, lowering blood sugar levels. They can be used as a natural diuretic. They help ease allergies. They can improve heart health. They may even prevent cancer. And Dr. Axe also shares that any kind of sinus issues, nerve pain, anti-inflammatory properties, chronic fatigue are all benefits that he shares as well that are all backed by PubMed journals. Elderberries are also one of the top antiviral herbs on our entire planet. So even Hippocrates, the ancient Greek, which were known as a father of medicine, referred to elderberries as his medicine chest because they just seem to, help with so many different health ailments. Elderberries are also really high in flavonoids and antioxidants, and they have a unique chemical compound called anthocyanins that actually help prevent cellular damage to the body. The research with elderberries specifically is strongly associated with cold and flu, and that's what a lot of the research supports. That's unfortunately a lot of people only know of the cold and flu aspect of the benefits of elderberry. However, the anti-inflammatory properties paired with all the ingredients that we add is really taking our particular product to a whole different level. A lot of our customers will start taking it for the immune support, and then they're quickly realizing what else it's helping them with pain, with inflammation, with getting them off over-the-counter allergy medicine, with restoring their energy, and just a lot of additional health benefits that it's bringing, to where they really turn to taking it every day rather than just seasonally.
You shared with me immediately when you got the flu and you started taking some elderberry syrup that you made at your home, you immediately started to feel better. Tell me about your experience, because your experience may be others. And as you're describing now, people who now take your product are seeing that it does way more than just the cold and flu symptoms as well. It's for a lot of things.
That's right. And the key with using elderberry syrup, particularly ours, is you can take it as a preventative, which is daily, or if you're symptomatic, you're going to be more aggressive with it. And what I mean by that is you're going to follow it for additional support every 2 to 3 hours of the day. So instead of just taking it once a day, you're going to take it every few hours of the day. And that's what I did when I had the flu symptoms. When I was first introduced to it, I took it every 2 to 3 hours of the day and started just feeling immediate relief. The key is, though, at the onset of symptoms. So if you start taking it more aggressively when you first start having those symptoms, so whether it's a scratchy throat or a headache or aches and chills or whatever it is that you're experiencing, if you really are aggressive with it at the onset of symptoms, you get that even faster and immediate relief that it brings. Well, is elderberries release a chemical compound that essentially prevents the penetration of a virus into our cells. So it almost creates like a shield around those cells. And that's why when people use it as a preventative during cold and flu season, they're shielding themselves from that virus taking hold. And that's why they take a little bit every day as a preventative. The other thing, though, as it works when you're symptomatic, is it prevents those cells from replicating. So if it stops them from replicating, then the virus can't take hold. And that's why people have a relief of symptoms so much faster.
Oh, perfect. I love that explanation. That solid on helping folks understand exactly how it works and how it helped you in your time of need. Talk a little bit about when people see local raw honey, they feel like wherever they live, they need to have that particular honey. You say not the case. Explain that.
Well, what kind of stirred this interest up is we use local raw honey in the South Carolina area here in our products, both our elderberry syrup liquid as well as our bites. And we had customers sharing customer testimonials to us. One in particular lived in upstate New York, the other one clear across in California. And they said, "Jessica, you're never going to believe this. I'm completely off my Zyrtec taking your product." And I kind of started scratching my head thinking, well, how is that possible? like, I understand it's helping with your allergies, but we use local raw honey and you're not specifically in our area that you're local to. And so I, turned to our beekeeper and kind of shared this information with him.
Don't
And
you just love local beekeepers? I love what they do.
yes, and there's a lot of different aspects with this. With one, local raw honey, bees are pollinating any plants and different trees that are around them, and a lot of the ragweed and the different plants that we have here, people have in other parts of the United States as well. And then also, elderberries naturally help ease allergies, which a lot of people don't know. So there is research that supports that. And then you add the anti-inflammatory properties of the whole cloves, the ginger root, the organic cinnamon sticks, all in combination with that raw honey, the elderberries. I feel like it's a combination of all the ingredients that are really helping with the allergies. But what we have found is that even customers outside our area are also getting that natural relief they're looking for.
Have you seen, of course, within your own family, once you started using the elderberry syrup, better health?
Absolutely. In fact, my kids have never been on an antibiotic.
Wow. And you have
They
3 children. Tell folks about your
three
children.
children, 7, 9, and 11. They've never had a sick doctor's visit, and they've never taken over-the-counter medication before. So, for instance, if my kids come to me and say, "Mommy, I'm congested," or "I can't breathe," like, right? They put their head down the pillow at night, they can't breathe. That's when we give them elderberry syrup. It reduces all the inflammation in the sinuses where they know it helps them breathe better, and then thus they sleep better, right? If they get a headache, they get elderberry syrup. Runny nose, elderberry syrup. Any kind of symptom that we would typically reach for something over the counter to help combat or to help, bring relief to, this right here is our medicine chest at home. This is what we use. We have for years. It's worked for us. What I love the most is that my children know that it works. They know that it helps them feel better, and they can turn to it anytime they need to by opening up that refrigerator.
They take it when they feel bad, but you also say take it on a daily basis too, correct?
We do. So it's completely up to, the customer. They can take it daily, they can take it seasonally, or some people you can just turn to it if you're symptomatic and just take it more throughout the day, like I talked about before. It's completely up to you. But a lot of our customers start taking it for the immune support, typically during cold and flu season. And that's when they realize my aches, my joint pain, my allergies, my sinuses. I feel restored energy. I just feel better when I take this every day. And then they just start taking it year round. And if it really improves your quality of life to where you're feeling better and you're not having to turn to a lot of those over the counter medications that often have a lot of side effects or drowsiness or whatever it is that's paired with them, there's such value in taking it every day. And then they don't find themselves getting bronchitis and sinus infections and all the things they used to combat year after year after year. They find they just stay healthy throughout the year. And that's the greatest value of all.
Well, I would rather 100% all of the time take something natural. And you have another product that you can take when you're on the go, right?
That's right. So our customers were saying, Jessica, if you could come up with a product that's made from the elderberry syrup that we don't have to refrigerate. So we didn't talk about that, but our liquid has no added preservatives to it, just those 5 ingredients that I talked about earlier that go into the bottle. So we essentially took the liquid and turned it into a chewable elderberry syrup bite. It's essentially a bite of elderberry syrup. It's a unicorn product to the market. There's nothing else out there like them. They're not chewy. They don't get stuck in your teeth. There's no added sugar, no fillers, thickeners, dyes, concentrates, gelatin, all the things that a traditional elderberry gummy would have in them. Ours does not. So if you can imagine, it's got to taste different because none of that stuff is going into it, right?
Right.
And in fact, I kind of describe it to people as like a firm cranberry sauce-like texture. So it's like your teeth just kind of slice through it. It breaks apart in your mouth and then it's gone. You just chew it up and it's gone. And it's actually made from the elderberry syrup liquid. So you're still getting the ginger, cinnamon, clove, black elderberry, and it's only sweetened using local raw honey, which really it's unheard of for any chewable elderberry supplement on the market. And that's what I want our brand to be known for, is premium elderberry products that people can trust, They know the integrity of the company is there to keep everything, high quality ingredients with consumer safety and quality control at the forefront of their business practices. And that's what we've created.
What I hear you saying is education is key on what you're buying, and quality ingredients is what makes all the difference, which is what you're doing.
Absolutely. And we can tell from customer testimonials that it's working, it's changing people's lives, it's improving their quality of life. I'll just never forget how many of our loyalists have come to us at different events and markets and wrapped their arms around my neck saying, "Thank you. This product has been an answered prayer to my health." And I just get chills every time I share stories like that, because people are like, "Don't ever stop making this. I don't know what I would do without it. I've even had a customer tell me it's their lifeline."
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's incredible, right? It's, and that's why we do what we do. That's why
you're sitting there going, making this was God's way of telling me to move into something different in life, and an answered prayer to help you financially. You had no idea. Really, it would be a ministry in a lot of ways to help other people be healthier, live better lives. So that really has to warm your heart when you hear those stories like that.
It does. I tell people all the time, it's customer testimonials that really keep us going and that help us jump out of bed in this crazy life that we're living in, trying to, build this business from scratch and figure everything out on our own. And if it wasn't for those customers coming to us, some days would be really, really hard, where we are so determined to educate on our particular product because it's doing so much more for people, which maybe other elderberry syrups only help with immune support and can help combat cold and flu. Right. So that's kind of where we've just got to continue to share our brand with other people so they can learn.
And you do that by going to farmers markets, events, different things like that. Talk about how you are out in the community.
And for the last 4 years, we've participated in our local farmers markets here in Myrtle Beach. We do currently 3 a week, and that really helped propel our business from very early stages, because our customers were meeting us in the parking lots, and then we shifted to meet us at the farmers markets, and then we shifted to here's some retailers that carry it, or we can order online. So we've met our customers at the farmers market. We meet new customers at the farmers market, especially with Myrtle Beach being such a high tourist city. And it also gives us a chance to not only educate them, but also they can taste the products. Sure. And they can taste the quality and the difference in the products. We're not only known for the premium elderberry brand out there, but we are also known for the best tasting elderberry syrup on the market. And I just love, that every age that tries our signature liquid, they just absolutely love the taste of it.
Any final thoughts that you want to share with my viewers about what you're doing, how you're changing lives, and how they can reach out to you?
Yeah, so I just really wanted to, share a little bit of information in terms of the products themselves and how to take them. This is our signature elderberry syrup liquid that started years ago out of my home kitchen, that is now in a nice amber glass bottle to protect those ingredients I talked about before. But the suggested dose for adults is just 1 tablespoon every day, and children 1 teaspoon. Because it's got the local raw honey in it, it's safe for those over the age of 1. And you can take our product morning or night, with or without food. We have many customers that choose to take our product at night before they go to bed. It helps with nighttime congestion, any kind of sinus drainage they're waking up in the middle of the night or in the morning with, and any that kind of nighttime cough. They really help get a better night's rest when they take it before they go to bed. As far as the elderberry syrup bites, these are an on-the-go version of our elderberry syrup liquid. So they do not require refrigeration. I talked about them before. It's 1 bite for a child or 2 bites for adults. And you can also take those daily. Keep in mind that if you have allergies, joint pain and inflammation, or other symptoms that are underlying symptoms for you, you can take that suggested dose of every few hours to get faster relief with those symptoms. So most of our customers just take that 1 tablespoon every day. And I just want to really thank you for your time. Thank you for your, viewers of just listening to more about our brand. It's just amazing to share this product with other people and just to hear customer testimonials and to know that we're changing the quality of life and creating a better life for those that are able to get their hands on our product and incorporate them into their daily lives. And as far as getting in contact with us, viewers can learn more about our product by visiting our website, thepowerofelderberries.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. And we would love to see you if you're a local to come out at the farmers markets. We're in Surfside Beach on Tuesdays. We're at North Myrtle Beach on Fridays, and we're in Market Common every Saturday.
I love that. Well, I'll have the information that you just mentioned on how to reach you in today's description. And I hope people will come out and see you, because it's been a joy to talk to you today. And I know they would absolutely love coming to meet you, coming to try your products, and finding out that they will make a difference in their lives and, purchasing them there at the farmers markets or online. Jessica, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the time.
You are so welcome. And that's going to do it for this edition of Conversations with Nicole. Until I see you again, I hope you have a great day.